boys and girls, it's Mrs. Stoop, and I'm here to read a book for you for this afternoon. It's called First Day Jitters. Yesterday we had our first day, and I told you I was a little nervous, and I bet you were a little nervous too, and I bet your parents were a little nervous trying to figure out how to do Google Classroom and all the fun stuff. Well, here we have a little story about someone who does not want to go to school. So let's see what happens. First Day Jitters. Oh, I need my magic reading glasses so I can see the words. Here we go. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell, as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. Oh, look at him. He's a little frustrated. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody, and it'll be hard, and I just hate it, that's all. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. Look, they're looking for her. They have missing posters. Missing post Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your new principal, Mrs. Barton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. What a nice principal. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder, as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the whole class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. How many of you thought it was going to be a student? I thought it was going to be a child. And then when I read this book, I'm like, what? It was the teacher that was nervous and afraid. And that's okay. Remember, grown-ups get scared and nervous too. And we have to do the same things you do by breathing, taking it slowly, and being calm. So I thought that was a really cute book. Okay, boys and girls, have a fun afternoon.